Hello and welcome inside the Update Studio, everyone. Tommy Marquez here, and the USA team has been announced, and one announcement may have surprised some folks. Adam Neiffer was selected as the coach for Team USA, but upon further inspection, Adam, with 9 appearances at the CrossFit Games in the Affiliate Cup, is the most experienced team athlete there is. And Adam joins me today live via Skype. Adam, thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Hey man, thanks for having me on, Tommy.
And so when you got the email or were notified, what was your initial reaction to being selected as the USA team coach?
You know, I got the email from Dave and Justin and the crew, and they said, hey, you know, you got like 3 or 4 days to get back to us. And I was like, how fast can I type the response? I'm in. So right away, it was like initial shock, but then that quickly turned to just like thankfulness, and then pure joy and excitement to go to work and get started and just be a part of representing the USA.
Yeah, and so you're an affiliate owner and a longtime coach, and probably the most experienced guy there is. What does it mean to you, and what does it mean to you really to be able to coach some of the top athletes in the U.S. and be able to wear that USA on your chest?
It's crazy to me. I'm still like I said, in a little bit of shock, but just so excited to get started. It also just makes me grateful for the last 9 or 10 years of competing, and it's funny because it's never been about me, and it's really, there's a lot of just gratitude to my teammates because the work and just the effort that so many of them have put in over the last 10 years have led to this moment of me then being able to share some of that with you know, not only the Team USA athletes but our whole country. So yeah, super excited.
And so now looking at the team in particular, you have 4 individual games athletes now trying to come together as a unit. What's the biggest challenge do you foresee maybe trying to get them to work cohesively and step outside of just being individuals?
These guys, their fitness speaks for themselves. So as a coach, I don't see my role as teaching them how to snatch or do any of their programming or anything like that. But I think it can be a challenge to shift sometimes from the individual mindset and figure out just situational awareness. That's what we called it before I was doing CrossFit full time as a wildland firefighter, just knowing what's going on around you at all times. And then with that, knowing what you need to do to be a part of the solution and you know, get whatever strategy and tactics executed that need to happen.
And so the members of the team, Carrie Pierce, Tennille Reed-Berline, Noah Olson, and Scott PANCHIK, some of the biggest names in CrossFit. What makes you excited to work with these individuals?
Carrie Pierce, I mean, from what I do know of her, she's just a little firecracker. And I'm excited to see what she can do this year because she's the only returning member on Team USA. So I think that experience is gonna be huge for us. And just the fact that she's always smiling, super positive. Anything gymnastic that Dave wants to throw her way, let's see what happens, you know. Tennille, just the composure, the competitiveness that she has. She always seems to be calm, cool, and collected. And I think that the commitment to faith and family that she has is going to be a huge asset to our team as well. Noah, obviously, he's super fit and did phenomenal this year. He was, I think, one of a very few handful of guys that are capable of challenging for that top spot on the podium. And I think the fact that he just you know, notched Scott in the team series by 1 spot, I think he already has a little ammo for bragging rights to kick things off for us. And then you know, last but not least, Scott PANCHIK is I mean, just Mr. Consistency. 6 times at the games, and he's been top 6 every single year is unbelievable. Nobody else has done that. So I think just his consistency, his dependability, his intelligence, his toughness, all those things are going to make him, I think, the floor general, the team captain for Team USA, and we'll follow his lead out there on the floor. So
now one last question before we go. Reflecting back on your 9 years of competition thus far, what would you say is your favorite memory from basically from 2009 to now?
Oh man, that's a tough question. You know, most recently, I guess this year's games has to stand out the most, just because I'm old and it's the freshest in my mind. So we haven't been on the podium as a team since 2011. So to go through the years and get back there this season was really special. it was especially cool. I got to compete personally with Jessica Core. She was on the original team in 2009, and right before the very first event, I did what all CrossFitters do. I ran into the outhouse just to get ready to roll, and there was no toilet paper in there, and so I was struggling a little bit, and somehow Jess knew, and I had my hand sticking out of the door, and she saw it, and she gave me a couple squares right before that first event started. So just like that, just a little example of like the togetherness that we have as a team, and I hope that we can build, with Team USA this year and be the best we can be on November 5th.
Looking forward to seeing you and the USA team take the competition floor, and I wish you best of luck, man.
Hey, thanks a lot, Tommy. Really appreciate having me on.
Adam Neiffer will lead the USA team onto the competition floor as they look to regain the championship at the Invitational that they lost last year to the Europe team. Action is November 5th down at the Margaret Court Arena in Melbourne, Australia. The competition kicks off at 4 p.m. That's local time in Australia. If you guys want to go see it live and you're in Australia, tickets are on sale now. And if anything else related to the Invitational, if you want to watch it live as well, you can head over to games.crossfit.com.